Jesus Christ. Oh! Yo! Whoa! This guy's... What was that? What? Yo, what's going on, boys? It's your boy Plastic Reacts back from the reaction, and today we're going to be reacting to My Hero Academia Vigilantes, the finale. Well, episodes 10, 11, and 12. If you watched last episode's, or last, set's reaction, you'll know that I did an extra episode because I thought there would be 13 episodes. But, unfortunately, Google AI has, again, taught you not to trust an AI, and it told me that there was going to be 13, and in reality there was going to be 12. So now we are here to be reacting to episodes 10, 11, and 12 as we finish out Season 1 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. I'm going to wait to give my, entire thoughts till the end of the reaction, and as my hair just suddenly explodes because my hood was way too quiet. But I'll wait to give my till the end of this set to give my full reaction for the series. But it has been fun so far, and I'm excited to see where we wrap this up and what kind of plot lines we really do get into this finale. I imagine it's going to have something to do with the B-girl. Hopefully, I pray we at least get some kind of plot development over the last 3 episodes, and that the season finale is actually finale worthy. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens. See maybe Koichi grow his quirk even more. Maybe tap into flight again. Maybe get some more stuff on KNUCKLEDUSTER even. They kind of have sprinkled teases of his kind of story into this whole narrative so far of this season. So maybe we're gonna get more from him. Maybe more from Pop too. But I've enjoyed the series so far, and I'm excited to see more. So if you guys have enjoyed my reactions to My Hero Academia Vigilantes so far, then make sure to hit this like button for this finale. Let's try and shoot for 10 likes on today's reaction. I don't think we've hit a like goal on any of the My Hero Academia Vigilantes reactions, but let's try and shoot for that like goal of 10. Let me know all your thoughts in the description. I always say that. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and in the description, check out the link to the Patreon so you can access all my unedited, undimmed reactions for $1 there if you're financially stable enough. Or you can now go check out the Discord link in the description as well, so you can join and talk to me about different things there, and as well as other people who have been there who are also Plasma Wreck guys. So if you are big fans on the channel, or you just get into it and now you're here, the Discord link will now be on every video going forward from now. So go check that out in the description. And of course, like I said, all those comments I like to read. So no spoilers, obviously, but I'll give you a hard back there, or reply, depending on what you say. Give me animator names, give me fun details that the manga left out, or that they left out from the manga, and stuff like that. I like to hear all that. And yeah. I'm very excited to get into this finale, these last 3 episodes of Vigilantes. So without further ado, let's hop straight into the show. In China? Really? I don't know if they've ever specified that it was China, but this is a recap, so. Alright, here we go. Minute recap at the beginning, which I don't think a lot of other episodes had recap. Oh, it's his wife? Oh, the eye patch. Oh my. Okay. So, maybe it's a fake out, but now I'm thinking that the B girl is his daughter, right? Because if that's his wife, she had the eye patch over her eye, which means she might also have a B-related quirk. Quirks are hereditary, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Thank you for letting me know, by the way, that pets can have quirks, and that the president, or the superintendent is one from UA. Side side tangent. But they could be pump faking. That it would make sense for it to be his daughter, because ever since he heard about the bees, he seemed to have a different mood and be more aggressive. But why would he want to be more aggressive if it was his daughter, you know? Well, that kind of just, I mean, they were not, if they're going to reveal this later, like some kind of big plot twist, they made it very obvious there, at least for me. So, yes, she's in some kind of like vegetative state. Yeah, problematic. There you go. Okay, well. Damn. So what happened that she did this? Idol, an image of a representation of an object of worship, a performer who capitalizes on his or her charm and personality. Now that makes me think it's going to be a pop-centered thing, but I do like the tone already of this episode. Oh. And is he looking for her? Where'd her friend go? You dress up as... Bro, what? Oh, hell nah. Oh, nice play. So she, like... Endeavor? Oh. Damn, brother can just spit fire. So she kept bees in her friend's body? Or did she make a person out? No, there's no way she made a person out of bees. That's crazy. So did she like control her with the bees? Can she like mind control people with them? Oh, gosh. Jesus, man. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, this is already a lot more interesting to me. Interesting. Okay, man. KNUCKLEDUSTER was a lot more intelligent than he let on. And this guy, I forgot what they called him. What his name is. Wolverine Man. Appeared Soga. He appears to be a lot more, you know, he cares actually for Koichi, and probably less pop safety because of what they did for him with Stain and all. Or Stendhal, I guess is what he was at the time. What in the fuck? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh no! Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, where's KNUCKLEDUSTER? Oh my! God! And I thought fucking Captain Obi and Fire Force was working out. My man KNUCKLEDUSTER here is hitting that regimen. Oh my god, it's literally steaming off of him. So are you just like... I don't know if we've seen his yet. Is he just fully blaming her for what happened to his wife? Like, is he just gonna hunt her? Hmm. He definitely has eased up a lot, I think. Yeah, he's been so sensible, it's weird. Love to have Makoto back. Yep. And Koichi's just so, like, it's just normal at this point. Gotta love Best Girl. Best Girl Makoto. Unreliable. This is what you get with Makoto. A giant flying crab. Oh no. It's, yeah, okay, bro. We're bringing everybody from this season at least, so at least they're tying everything they've established together. Jesus. Captain Celebrity's new Japanese motto, not motto change, but like marketing shift. There you go, that's a better option. I leave it in your hands. And you just got manipulated, probably. So professional, man. They're both just impressed. Alright, boost the popularity to try and get more people so you can be more popular with your show. Yeah, makes sense. What I don't get is how that took all day. Oh gosh. I don't know what's happening right now. This, oh, I don't remember what the store is called, man. It's like a 9-story floor with like, or 9-floor building. There you go, I said it correctly. In Japan that I went to. If you haven't seen the Japan vlog, go check that out. With like a different section on each store, and at the roof, I believe there is a venue. So I imagine that's what this is based off of. And when in that store, they have their, well, every store, in a lot of the stores in Japan have like their motto, or like their theme, their anthem. But yeah, no, the one at this store played like legitimately every 5 minutes. So this kind of immediately reminds me of that, and might be a gag on that building, that company or whatnot. Oh, okay. I don't know, I'm just feeling so nervous now. Alright, so the plots are gonna overthread here. That signal, or that noise she heard, perhaps is... interesting. Well, which is even scarier because it seems like Hachi's... how do you say it? I'm gonna go back and see it. Hachisuka. So Hachisuka, right, did something to her friend, if you want to say it that, to possess her with bees, or at least control her mind to an extent, and then she just disappears. So, I mean, you see these people, like her mother, like this family that she took over the house, legitimately empty, like hollow shells. So can she, like, take over those with bees and control them or something like that? We don't really know the extent of her quirk, right? We just know it's bees. And I'm sure we'll get into that. But what really happened to her friend is my question. Because, I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. But it's very interesting that this dynamic between her and KNUCKLEDUSTER, you know, has been building. And now that we're going to kind of get that in tandem with Koichi and Pop as they're preparing for this concert. Now, do I think this villain is interesting enough to me to build up an entire season for? No, not really. But I am excited to see what they do with it now that we are here. I feel like this should have been immediately after Stain, or maybe even before Stain. You know, like, I'm not a huge fan of this villain so far, so I'm excited to see what we do with this. If she even is redeemable, why she did what she did to, you know, her mom / KNUCKLEDUSTER's, you know, wife. But, or if maybe she's not even, I mean, I was about to say, maybe she's not even their kid, maybe that's like adoption or something like that. But that wouldn't be the case because we see the mom with the eye patch. So, I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. But, very interesting. Can't wait to see more, and we'll get in the next episode right now. As her manager, okay. And meanwhile, well, not really, because it's day and night, but... let's see it! What's gonna happen here? And what truly is their dynamic, is the question. Underground idol duo Feathers. Gonna keep him up. Oh gosh. Oh, that is a very large villain. Damn, animation looked good. I'm about to say, you need more, like, I mean, for a big villain, big hero gotta come. But I guess that's another interesting, is that Captain Celebrity is such a joke character, right? But at the same time, he's America's strongest, which means he's comparable to, like, the All Might Endeavor range. Just for me thinking about that, it doesn't stick, bro. It doesn't. Yeah, promotion! Woo! Use the search term NaruFest. 1 week prior. Wah wah, they made fun of Pop. I don't care anymore. Oh, is she gonna volunteer to just step out? Oh, she's so nice. I don't see that as a good plan at all, but you better apologize. For Pop to show you this much kindness, you better apologize, man. Who is this guy, bro? Alright. I was about to fall asleep there, guys. Let's get on with it. I already know you were, you know, stalking her, Knuckle Duster. Oh, dude, there's no way it's this dude. Is this the slime dude? Oh no, man. That's awful, bro. You chained this guy up. There you go. We got Present Mike for this, bro? Why are you here, bro? Go back to UA. Come on, man. Feather hats. Why are you here too, bro? It's the Aria. For this to be the next time we see her after the last time in My Hero, it's gotta be... Not Yamada. Why are you speaking English? Okay. Interesting. So that makes a lot of sense why they're all gonna show up, because the hero is the one they all help stop. Let's go. Well, oh, it's this villain. Okay, so it's the fish kid, which she must have put so much trigger in his body. The fact that she basically took this kid, by the way, and groomed him is like even worse. He I think he was a kid, if I remember correctly. So she enhanced it to the point where it's not, that's just his permanent form? Animation! Damn! What did she do to this kid, man? And is that another quirk? Oh, God. Okay, no, his quirk was electric eel from the beginning. Damn, that animation. Damn! Alright, we're locking in, guys. Though we do have a lot of pro heroes here, so... Oh, God. Who is this guy, man? It sounds like All For One, but kind of doesn't at the same time. Hey, here we go. I was wondering what's taking him so long. Ah, here we go. Lock in. Animation looks good. What the heck? Is that a taser fist thing? B user. Huh? Whoa! Whoa! Interesting. Is this could be someone just like literally mind controlling her? Even the daughter? Damn! I'd rather not hit you with the stun gun. Holy... Oh! Damn! Was that an explosive bee? What? Bomb bees? Can you tell us what the quirk is? I think they might have just said the name before, but I think it's a worker bee, isn't it? Isn't that the quirk or whatever? Compositing on this is great right now. I imagine they can't be too powerful, yeah. Yo! You really gonna jump off the building? And now tag? Animation's going off right now. Damn! Look at this show! He's pulling a Deku over here, bro. Yo, look at that character animation. What do you say? I'll play a little game of cat and mouse. Okay. Was that the... Okay, it's next time. Okay, so... I am very interested to see... Again... Well, this episode's called Goodbye to Dad. Okay. Again, very interested in where this is going, kind of, right? Because now that we know he's after the person or his daughter's body, and we don't know if that's for sure or not. I don't know, it just feels like what quirk, whose quirk is inhabiting his daughter's body? Is it like a bee quirk? And his daughter doesn't have a bee quirk? I guess we'll see. But very interesting that he is at least in believing that his daughter's not innocent of this at all. Which would make kind of sense, because why would his daughter kill his own mom? Or not kill, but like, you know, do what she did. But then, at that aspect, why does the mom have the eye patch? You know, was she the previous vessel? That's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. But interesting, for sure. I was not a huge fan of the stuff that was not KNUCKLEDUSTER that episode. The management whole stuff, like, definitely could have been cut down a lot. But, I'm interested where this plotline's going, and now that we kind of have all these heroes here and this big event, that's going to be the crucifix of this finale episode. So excited to see what that is, and we're going to get right into this next episode right now, so let's go see it. Let's go. Should still be synced and everything. Hey, we got glow sticks, we're good. Yeah, you're gonna cost one of two villains. Well, one's not really a villain. Nah, we got quirks. Someone can help, you know. God, she is so fine, bro. I'm sorry. Ah, so big break from the... She gets to have her solo show in the end. This show, man. Damn, cool transition. Animation, bro. Damn, bro. No, no. Jesus, man. They changed into their... Why would you shout at everyone? You stop talking about the bathroom. This guy... That's fire. Alright, well, we're sitting through another musical number, guys. I'll see you in a second. Koichi not even realizing this song is about him. Literally, Koichi, if you had a single brain cell, you will realize. Oh god, he's gonna get a second wind. Woo! I was extracting it. Yeah, you're right. Damn. That's that Knuckle Duster IQ, bro. He's been hiding. Oh, God. Here we go. She's putting trigger on herself. Jesus. What? Interesting. So, the quirk is controlling her? Did I get that right? Oh, okay, no. It is a different thing then. Let's see it then. What's your plan, Knuckle Duster? Oh, another what? Oh my gosh. So she actually did want you dead then. Instead, he's proud. So I need to know more about this quirk. Oh my god! I cannot believe. Huh. Well, he's fine for... I guess he took it, but I'm very confused. Oh, this is the anthem? Animation's going crazy, though. What is happening? Man, you are in rough shape. Brother is resilient. Hey, he's got aura right now, I won't lie, but I am so confused. So she still wants him to die despite the bees, or the bees are still in control of her, or something? Okay, so no, the beasts are just in control. Damn, the animation, y'all, is going crazy this episode. Woohoo! Damn! I'm confused on how she has an electricity quirk, but goddamn, we're scrapping, man! She had to end it before that. Oh my gosh! Woo! Damn! The animation, man! Woo! Yo! Oh my god, that impact frame! Oh my gosh! That looked fucking awesome. Jesus, what the fuck is this quirk? Oh! Oh! Oh, the insect attractant. Oh my gosh! This show looks beautiful right now. And then you're gonna shock her back alive? I still can't believe we brought... Oh, I forgot what it is. It's either... Is it grain? Or Gian or something? I forgot what it is. Or Gian? I forgot what it is. I need to look up after this. It's going to kill him if... One, if his wife's dead already. And two, if he killed her and he can't bring her back. What's even worse is that, like, quirks like that exist. Like, I don't understand what that means. I have so many questions and I wish they would have addressed this way earlier. Like... Suguchi. Whoa! This guy's... What was that? What?! Who is this guy, man? That quirk looked awesome. It's over? Okay, there is going to be 13 episodes then. I am very mad now. Okay, well, season 1 isn't over, but I'll give my thoughts on the set. Yeah, I think this show has a lot of problems. That it's not bad. It's not a bad show by any means. I don't think it's bad. I think every time they do some... The problem with My Hero's World is that... And not really My Hero's World. Vigilantes' World. Is that when you do... You need to... I don't know, man. I'm bored. When I'm not looking at the stuff that was the story-related stuff today, I'm bored. The stuff with Pop and Koichi and Makoto, bless Makoto's soul, on God, Makoto, best girl. But that shit is boring. I don't care about who's, dancing where and doing all this. And the generators are off. Like, sure, you can bring up that she's gonna, do this or whatever. I don't need to see Pop perform. I like Pop. I like her character. I don't need to see her perform. I don't need to hear her sing. And I don't need to, like the stuff that I wanted to see the most, backstory, quirk details, explanations, I feel like there wasn't enough given. It's like, you mention half a second this episode, wherever it is, about this. Like, what does he say? I'm still recording, right? And it's, okay, so, but instead it's going to leave you incapable of escape. B user, your personality is formed from a composite of the host's brain. And then it shows this image of, like, an eyeball, I'm assuming, or, like, which I'm assuming she doesn't have, because she covers her eye and wears the eye patch, and the bees cover over. So the eye is artificial, and then it basically has a bunch of bees on her brain that are parasites. So, and then he rips out this giant bee with the fucking, like, a giant body on the back of it that looks like a mini brain. So my question is, whose fucking quirk is this? Like, this isn't a quirk. This doesn't feel like a quirk. Again, like, okay, you can have brain control be a quirk, but whose quirk is, I can make queen bees, or my quirk itself has a will, like, is it quirk has a will of its own, or is someone else in charge of the queen bee? You know? Obviously, this guy who shows up at the end and grabs the bee and says data or whatever, he did, if he was the real bee user, right, then he could just call the bee to him. But no, he grabs it and puts it in a jar light speed or whatever. Cool quirk or whatever, right? As long as it doesn't break the rules or whatnot, as a couple of these other quirks have appeared to do. But, like, this is just so weird to me. This quirk doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Who was born with this quirk? So the only thing I can think of, right, is whoever was born with the queen bee quirk is the original mind of it. So it was probably a villain. And then it can transfer this portion of the original user's brain using bees. I think that's a big stretch, you know. It's just like this, and then even worse, the fact that she injects something in to her body, and then she can use lightning. The only other people capable of doing multiple quirks, unless besides All for One and One for All, have been seen doing rigorous testing, major chemical, like biological differences, not just I stim myself with a new quirk, right? So unless his daughter had electricity quirk, right? Which then, if my hypothesis is correct, that makes sense. Because obviously, the quirk itself is whatever was in her mind. That was the bee. She didn't have the bees before. Because whoever walked up to her with the eye patch before, as we saw in this episode or last episode or whenever it was, that was a different quirk. So if she had an electric quirk, then her dad would have known about it. But no. When she uses it, he goes, oh, so that's a surprise, or whatever he says here. Someone please, I know no one's gonna watch this video. No one's been watching my vigilante shit. But if you're here, someone please, I don't care if you spoil, explain this quirk to me. This makes no sense. This makes zero sense. I think this is the best conflict of the series. Don't get me wrong. I think this was done fine. Like, I'm excited to see the wrap-up of KNUCKLEDUSTER. The wrap-up to his daughter. And, obviously his wife, something happened with her. They called him in the middle of the night. That's a big change. Probably she's dead. Or, she miraculously, improved or whatever. Happy ending. Maybe. But no matter what, I was not excited for this villain, knowing even more that this villain is a, bullshit, we transfer from host to host, parasitic bees. Bees. The quirk and the person itself is bees. What? The only thing I can think of is that the baby that the bees were born with is the first victim. So the quirk itself is a sentient, invasive, parasitic bee quirk. Which, if that is the fucking thing, that pisses me off even more. Right? So the only thing it could make sense to be is that the bees are they carry around the first user's will. So now they should be dead. Right? But knowing this, the bees are gonna survive. There's gonna be a person who can infect 50 million people with beehive whatever. And it's gonna happen again. Right? So I'm just confused. And I don't want to look it up to get spoiled on the show. But I'm sorry I'm ranting, But this is something that I think is the problem with this show. Because it just feels like they're fucking around with the story. Like, Horikoshi has such a vast and detailed explanation of quirks in his show, in My Hero Academia. And then we go over to Vigilantes, and the only quirk that seems to be thought of the same way is Koichi's. And even then, Koichi's has rules, and he's already kind of broken it, right? Where I was like, oh, it's a quirk evolution, now he's flying. But no, he did that since he was a baby. So what really is Koichi's quirk is it doesn't even seem to be slide and glide, or glide and slide, or whatever the fuck one it is. That doesn't even seem to be his quirk anymore. So it's just like the person who inherited the story seems to have a misunderstanding of what happens with a quirk. Either that, or they're just trying to push the limits, right? They're just trying to see what is a quirk that I can think of. But there's so many you could do. So many more ideas that could happen. But the if you wanted mind control, we have a mind control. I can't think of his name. But the mind control dude from My Hero Academia, something with Shinso. Bro already has a mind control quirk, which means we can do mind control. We can do that. But why do we have to do it in this aspect? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, there's so many things about it, that the bees are a quirk. Then the quirk also makes the bees have injectors in the back of them, right? That seems like a different quirk. They can, they carry trigger, or it's like, it just seems like a quirk that's way too much. I don't know if that's just me. So let me know all your thoughts down in the comments. I want to know stuff. So if you are here and you're watching me rant about this, please let me know. But the conflict itself between KNUCKLEDUSTER and his daughter is interesting. And I wish we focused on that more this episode. It was the highlight of the episode, I think. I think it definitely did get more... Well, maybe not even more screen time. It probably did get more screen time than the fucking other stuff. Thankfully, because we started this set looking like that was going to be the highlight. And we got about 50-50 with the event. Maybe even a little bit more event. Actually, all of episode 2 was event, basically, besides him stalking her for 2 minutes. So, it's just like, give me more. Give me more. And then that's not like me as like a fan that's like, oh, I want more. Like, it's not enough. Plain and simple. We're getting too much things that don't matter to the narrative, that just seem like filler, legitimately filler, right? I don't know. Maybe at the end of the day, this is just a fun side story to add more stuff to My Hero, but when you have a show like My Hero that tells a story so well and establishes its world so well, because without quirks, My Hero is just, Japan. It's just a normal slice of life adventure. And I've seen slice of life that do not bore me to the death, like as much as the stuff that is slice of life in this show is. Now you can have stuff that's interesting, like Makoto, the first episode of Makoto, how she's snooping and we get to know her, and then that was great. One of the best episodes of the series in my opinion so far. But no, I just feel like I don't know. It's weirdly paced, and the show is interesting. And I was hoping this was the last episode so we could get into this at the end. But knowing now there's another episode also gets me really pissed off, because I looked up and Google says it's 13 episodes. So I was like, oh, Google AI is bad, because I saw real details saying 12 is the last episode. And guess what? Google AI was right. So now I have to admit AI is right. And I should have trusted, I guess, because 13 episodes is how many there's going to be, I guess, in the series, as we get the last episode next week, which may or may not come out next week, because I'll be gone starting on July, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I did enjoy some of the episodes, but probably the episodes were fine. They were good, but I just wish we would get a deeper explanation of things instead of leaving it so much up for the viewer to understand. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to have a quirk as complex as this B quirk, I want it explained. And I don't want it explained in next season or 3 seasons from now or whenever. I want it explained now that we're having the conflict with the B quirk. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, I'd be surprised if you made it this far. But thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys. I love you. Check out the Discord. Check out the Patreon. Like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff. And I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.